Hey, Lisa. Long time no see. You look busy lately. What's going on?
Oh, hey, Annie. Yeah, I've been all over the place recently. I'm actually looking for a new job.
Oh, really? What happened to your old one? I thought you liked working at the marketing agency.
I did, for a while. But honestly, the workload was getting insane, and I felt like I wasn't learning anything new. Same projects over and over.
I totally get that. Sometimes you just reach that point where you want something different, something that challenges you again.
Exactly. So I decided to start job hunting. But wow, it's so much harder than I expected.
Tell me about it. Searching for a job can be like a full-time job itself.
Totally. Every day, I'm scrolling through job boards, updating my resume, writing cover letters. It never ends.
Have you been using LinkedIn? I found my last job through some random connection there.
Yeah, I use it a lot. It's actually where most of the job posts come from these days. But still, it's overwhelming.
It is. There are just so many people applying for the same positions. You have to make your profile really stand out.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on writing a perfect resume. I've rewritten mine like 5 times already.
That's normal. I swear, every time I read an article about how to write a winning resume, they say something different, right? One says, keep it 1 page. Another says, 2 pages are fine. Who even knows anymore? I think the key is just making it clear, honest, and easy to read.
True, I've also been trying to tailor each resume for every job I apply to. It takes forever, but maybe it'll pay off.
It will. Recruiters notice that kind of effort.
So, Annie, how did you find your current job again?
Through networking, actually. I met my manager at a workshop. We just started chatting about design, and a few weeks later, she messaged me about an opening.
Wow, that's so lucky.
I guess, but also it taught me that connections really matter. Sometimes it's not just what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, I've heard that so many times. I'm not super outgoing though, so networking events make me nervous.
Oh, I used to be the same. I hated talking to strangers. But you don't have to go to big events. Sometimes just reaching out online works too.
Like messaging people on LinkedIn?
Exactly. Just say hi, introduce yourself, maybe ask for advice. Most people are nice about it.
I might try that. I feel like I've been focusing too much on job sites and not enough on people.
Yeah, I think both matter. Also, have you tried those job matching platforms that use AI? They're surprisingly good.
Oh, really? I've seen ads for them but never tried.
Yeah, I got a few solid recommendations that way. And they suggest roles you wouldn't normally think of.
That's actually kind of cool. I feel like the job market now is changing so fast.
Totally. Remote jobs, hybrid work, flexible hours. Things are so different compared to just a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember before the pandemic, working from home sounded like a dream. Now it's just normal.
Yep. And now everyone wants work-life balance written in the job description.
Yeah, if it doesn't say that, I skip it.
So, speaking of jobs, I actually have an interview next week.
No way! That's amazing! Congratulations! What company?
It's a tech startup. They're looking for a marketing specialist.
That's perfect for you. Your experience fits exactly. Have you started preparing?
Kind of. I've been reading about the company, checking out their website, and trying to guess what questions they might ask.
Smart move. I always do some stalking before interviews. Check their website, social media, and even reviews on Glassdoor. It gives you insight into the culture. Exactly what I've been doing. I just don't want to get caught off guard. You won't. Preparation makes a huge difference. What format is the interview?
Online, via Zoom, so at least I don't have to worry about commuting or what shoes I'm wearing.
True, but still dress professionally, at least from the waist up. You never know if you need to stand up mid-call.
Oh my God, imagine standing up in pajama pants. That would be a nightmare.
It's happened. Better safe than sorry. Full outfit is the way to go.
Noted. I'm also practicing common questions like, tell me about yourself, and what are your strengths and weaknesses?
The weakness question is always tricky.
I know. I usually say something like, I can be a bit of a perfectionist, which is basically a humble brag. Classic answer. It works, but make sure you add how you manage it so it doesn't sound like a flaw. Good point. I'll think of examples. What about you? Any tips? Be yourself, but prepare concrete examples. Don't just say, I'm a team player. Share a short story where you collaborated successfully. That makes sense. I'll jot down a few examples tonight. Also, research their products, mission, and values. If you can tie your answers to that, it shows genuine interest. Got it. I want to impress, but also figure out if this company is a good fit for me.
That's the key. Remember, interviews are a two-way street. You're interviewing them too. So, how did the interview go?
It was yesterday, and honestly, it went better than I expected.
Yay! Tell me everything.
Well, I was super nervous at first. My hands were literally shaking before the Zoom call started. But once it began, the interviewer was really friendly.
That's always a good sign. A welcoming interviewer can make a huge difference.
Totally. She asked about my previous experience, my achievements, and why I wanted to join their company. Luckily, I had prepared my answers, and it felt like a conversation rather than an interrogation.
Preparation always pays off.
There was one tricky question, though. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh no, the classic one. What did you say?
I said something like, I hope to grow into a senior marketing role where I can lead creative campaigns and contribute to the company's growth.
Perfect. Ambitious yet realistic.
Thanks. I also asked questions about their team culture, collaboration style, and how they measure success.
That's excellent. Asking thoughtful questions shows genuine interest.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure they're a fit for me too. It's not just about them liking me.
Exactly. Too many people forget that.
Oh, and you'll laugh at this. My cat jumped onto my desk during the call.
Oh, no way. What did you do?
I just smiled and said, sorry, she likes to be part of every meeting. The interviewer laughed, which actually broke the ice.
That's adorable. Maybe your cat helped you make a memorable impression.
Fingers crossed.
Honestly, the best interviews feel like conversations. Sounds like this one did. So, have you heard back from them yet?
Not yet. They said it might take a week, so now I'm in the painful waiting phase.
Ugh, I remember that. You check your email every hour, don't you?
Guilty. It's torture.
Well, no matter what happens, you did amazing. Even if this one doesn't work out, it's a valuable experience.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep that perspective. Honestly, I feel more confident now than I did before this interview.
That's great. Each interview teaches you something: how to present yourself, answer questions, and handle unexpected situations.
Totally. I think the biggest lesson I've learned is not to take rejection personally.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's not about you at all. It could be budget, timing, internal changes, so many factors beyond your control.
Exactly. I just have to keep applying, preparing, and learning.
You will.
And who knows, maybe next week we'll be celebrating your new job with champagne. I really hope so. Thank you for always being there, Annie. Your support means a lot. Anytime, girl. We're in this together. Now, coffee refill? Definitely. Job hunting is way easier with caffeine in hand.
True that. And hey, we should celebrate every interview success, even if it's just surviving it without panicking.
Agreed. Every little victory counts. And it feels good to have someone to talk to who understands.
Always. Seriously, sometimes just talking things out makes the process less stressful.
Exactly. I feel less alone in this struggle now.
And that's the beauty of having friends: support, advice, and a little humor to get through the anxiety.
Can't argue with that. All right, coffee it is. And maybe later I'll start drafting messages to people on LinkedIn for networking.
That sounds like a plan. Baby steps, remember. You don't need to do everything at once.
True, and knowing you've done it before makes it feel more doable.
That's the spirit. And soon, this whole job hunting ordeal will just be a story we laugh about.
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Cheers to that. And to your future amazing job. You're gonna crush it.
Thanks, Annie. Let's do this. Coffee first, then the job world next.
Perfect plan.